Hello everyone, my name is Leslie. This is a series of Frugal Thoughts. My frugal thought for you today is to talk about how to save money on heating your home in the winter. Depending on where you live, if you live in a southern state, this may not apply to you. I live outside of Philadelphia. We have had an extremely warm October around here, so the last night or two was the first night that I really noticed it was chilly at night, and tonight we are expecting our first freeze warning, which I brought in all of my flowers that I've been keeping outside. This is an aside because I want to keep them alive all winter and use them next spring. So that's what you might see in the background. But I am not talking about if your house is not well insulated. My house, it was built in 1936. So this year it's 85 years old. When we moved in, it was a very old home with very, very poor insulation. At the time, 20 something years ago, we put a lot of money into the year my son was born because we had to keep, if I recall, we had to keep the heat at like 72-ish to even be moderately comfortable. And then after we put the insulation in, which was expensive, we could keep it at 65 during the day and be, still be very comfortable. It definitely was a huge money saving thing that we did for our home. It was a major occupation, a major production, and I'm so glad we did it when we did it before we had all of our children. So the first thing you should do is make sure your house is well insulated. Assuming that it is well insulated, here are some other things that I wanted to share with you. One of the first things you could do is get yourself a programmable thermostat. I heard someone say on one of the news shows recently that they cost about $40, that you put it on at night to go off at night or on at night, depending on what you're doing. We're kind of weird. My husband and I are home now that I'm working at home for most of the days. My children are not. We like to be comfortable after 6 o'clock till about 11 o'clock. And then while we're sleeping, we like to be comfortable at night. My children take showers at night. I remember I still have post-traumatic stress from taking showers in a home that was absolutely freezing when I was growing up. So we all tend to shower at night. I actually shower in the morning at my gym after I go swimming every morning. But if you are someone who, depending on what your schedule is, for us it works that we want to be warm from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., let's say. So, but a programmable thermostat can help you both with your heat and your air conditioning if you happen to have air conditioning. And the gentleman said it can save about $100 a year. It costs $40 to buy. Honestly, I'm not high tech, so that is something that I would not do. I just kind of do it myself manually because I wake up early and I go to bed kind of late. And by the time I turn it down, I don't go to bed late. I didn't mean that. By the time I turn it down, the heat in the house is still around. Okay. The other thing, the next thing to do is to plug leaks. That is really obvious. If you have leaks in your home, we have some rooms in this house are draftier than others. Depending on where they face, I have put some of that plastic wrap that you get to seal off windows in the winter. You would not want to do that in the summer in case you want to open the windows, but I have made sure that we seal all of our windows that are facing in the rear that people don't want to look out of, like in some of the back rooms and things like that. The other thing we also invested a lot of money in this a couple years ago, was getting new storm windows. That is quite an investment, but again, it was very worth it to us because we had an older home. We literally had a service that came and put a window that was the storm window. It was just a double window. And then in the summer, this service came and put just and they had our names on them, stored them, just screens on the windows. So in the winter, our storm windows were just two windows, and in the summer there was a screen and a window. We invested in really good thermal, nice windows. The other thing you can do, which depending on how big your home is close off empty rooms. We have always had a couple of areas of the house that were not really well used. Especially one of them was in the laundry room, which was kind of an addition for the prior owners, not me, in the back. And I actually paid $100, I remember, to have a door installed in that laundry room, because when you would walk into the laundry room, it was an addition. You could physically feel how much colder it was back there. So that, and then after we did that, you could still feel the cold air coming in underneath the crack. So we put what's called a door sweep back there, so that you can still get in the door very easily, but it seals off the cold air from coming in. So consider that. The other thing, and these are one thing that I always say to my children, is that you would not wear a fleece pair of pajamas and fleece pants and socks to bed in the summer. You shouldn't expect that you're going to wear cute little cotton shorts and no socks in the winter and walk around the house and be comfortable. In my home, you have to wear, I do turn my heat when my children are not here during the day with me and my husband down really low. I'm comfortable. I'm wearing a turtleneck and I'm wearing a sweater, and the outdoor temperature today is about 48, 50. I do think that maybe it's a little nicer than that, maybe 52 or something, but it's not 75. I think you have to dress. Like my children would come down and they would say, "Oh, Mom, it's freezing in this house." And they'd be wearing cotton shorts and cotton t-shirts and no socks. Yes, you have to wear socks. You have to wear a sweater or fleece or flannel rather, pants, and a long sleeve top if you're going to be comfortable in the home during the day. It's just that simple. I'm not going to pay a fortune just because you want to wear cotton shorts and cotton t-shirts in the winter in our home. And the last thing I wrote was that we do have, particularly in my room, which is three sides of it is exposed to the element to the outside, and my room is over the unheated attic. So my room is freezing in the winter and cold in the winter and hot in summer. I do have a very small heater that I turn on for about 45 minutes. It heats up the room so that I'm just comfortable enough to go to sleep, and then I turn it off. And so I'm a little cautious and wary about using space heaters, but if you have to in the right situation, it can be a way to save money instead of me heating the entire home because my room is never going to get really warm because of the way it is situated. I'm fine. It's good, but it's never, I think I have something sticking out here. Anyway, those are my quick, just common sense ways to save money in the winter. Dress like it is the winter in your home, not like it's July, and you should be able to save some money. We saw a dramatic dip in our heating bills when we had the insulation blown in 25 years ago, and then about 15 years ago, maybe a little more than that, we had our store windows put on, and again, we saved some more money doing that. So these are all little ways that you can save money. If you're keeping your heat at 70 versus 68, there's a lot of people's houses who I walk into and I'm like, whoa, it's really comfortable in here. Like, it's great, but it's spending a lot. They're spending a lot of money to heat their home. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know what you keep your heating thermostat at in the winter, and if you have any other tips, please let me know. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye bye. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.